Yo, 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 what's good? What's good, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We got a bit of a breaking news story right now that we want to get into surrounding Skip Bayless. So I'm going to leave some time for you guys to catch up to the live, and we're going to get into this story here. We got a very, very crazy story that just broke right now featuring Skip Bayless. And I actually just saw it on my Instagram, and then I went to verify from other accounts, and it turns out that it's actually true here. So before we get into that, let me just wait for everybody to check in. Somebody said Skip. What's good? What's good? Shout out to Maryland. Make sure y'all check in and let me know where y'all are coming in from. Shout out to Zeno. Shout out to you. Somebody said no way. Oh yeah, man. 2025 is off to a crazy start. I actually saw it on Basketball Forever, but I got the article here from Fadeaway World. So we're gonna wait for a minute, one more minute, allow everybody to catch up to the live. And we're gonna get into it. Shout out to Florida, Los Angeles, Maryland, 301, Houston in the building. Shout out to Jersey, New York City in the building, Memphis. We got Detroit in the building. Shout out to Detroit, Indiana. What else we got? New Jersey, Miami, 305. Charleston, South Carolina. I see you. Let's give it 30 more seconds. We got Brooklyn. Shout out to the Watts, LA, San Diego. Where else we got? Chicago in the building. I see you. Las Vegas. What else we got? Finland. I see y'all out there in Finland. Jimbo in Cleveland. Long Island. Michael, Gavin, Ali Show. I see you out there. We got Toronto in the building. Shout out to Memphis again, New Orleans. Thoughts and prayers to everybody in New Orleans. Hope y'all are safe out there. Chicago repping, I see you. Shout out to the BX. Naples, Italy. Shout out to Naples. Shout out to Oakland. We got Italy in the house. Where else we got? New Mexico. I see you. Let's give it 10 more seconds. We're going to get into this crazy story. Jamaica in the building. What else we got? Philippines, Kansas, and one more place. Let me shout out one more place. Wisconsin and West Virginia. Okay, let's get into it here. Let's get into it. And shout out to California and Baltimore. So we got a breaking story here. Skip Bayless is being accused of assault. Okay. And I want to read from the article and I'll pin it in the comments section. I'm getting this from Front Office Sports. I'll pin that for you guys right there. So y'all can check it out there. I've pinned it right there for you guys so you can see it. So basically, this article is saying Fox, Skip Bayless, others sued on 14 counts, including sexual battery. This is crazy. The suit alleges Bayless offered the plaintiff $1.5 million to have sex with him, and that an FS1 executive grabbed her butt at a party. This is crazy. It then continues on. A former Fox Sports hairstylist alleged in a lawsuit that a network executive used his position to sexually harass a woman, as well as that Skip Bayless touched her inappropriately and propositioned for her to have sex with him. Now, let me open this article on another window because we actually paid for this subscription here from Front Office. Okay, so I'll continue reading. If you don't have the subscription, you probably won't be able to see it. I'll keep reading for you guys. Nosheen Faraji, who says she worked at Fox Sports from 2012 through last August, made a series of allegations in the 42-page lawsuit obtained by Front Office Sports. Fox Sports, FS1, FS2, Fox Sports, Charlie Dixon, EVP Charlie, Bayless, and FS1 host Joy Taylor. Oh my God. Joy Taylor are listed as defendants in the lawsuit filed on Friday. In the suit filed in Los Angeles, Faraji alleges that Dixon, the head of content for FS1, grabbed her buttocks at a birthday party in West Hollywood. While she relayed the encounter to Taylor, the Fox host allegedly told her to get over it. Oh my God. According to the suit. Okay. Let's just pause right there. Let us just pause right there. Like, what am I reading right now? What am I reading? Let's continue on. It then continues on and says the lawsuit seeks class action status on behalf of Faraji and other non-exempt Fox employees working in California over the past 4 years. Faraji seeks unspecified monetary damages and a jury trial. Excuse me. After starting work on the Undisputed Morning Show starring Bayless, the suit alleges that he began giving Faraji lingering hugs and kisses on the cheek. Oh my Lord. Instead, Bayless became more aggressive over the years, according to the suit. He allegedly offered Faraji $1.5 million to have sex with him and claimed he could change her life. The suit claims Bayless accused Faraji of sleeping with Shannon Sharp. What the? Oh my God. What in the world is going on? The suit also claims Bayless accused Faraji of sleeping with Shannon Sharp, his co-star on Undisputed. Bro, what in the hell is going on right now? We need to pause right now. What in the hell is going on? What in the hell is going on? I'm not even done reading yet. I need to take a sip of water, man. I need to take a sip of water. This year, 2025 is anyway. Somebody said Michelle. All right. Let me keep reading. It says the suit also claims Bayless accused Faraji of sleeping with Shannon Sharp, his co-star on Undisputed. Also, the suit alleges approximately 1 week later, Mr. Bayless made another advance at Miss Faraji. Miss Faraji responded, "Skip, stop. You have a wife." Mr. Bayless responded, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives?" Miss Faraji responded that her father was dead. And when Mr. Bayless looked taken aback, she made an excuse to leave. During her time at Fox, Faraji alleges she made multiple complaints to human resources and employee relations departments. Meanwhile, the suit alleges Taylor, I think this is Joy Taylor, began insulting Ms. Faraji on a personal and professional level after their friendship ended. The suit also alleges that Taylor mocked the English pronunciation of Faraji, who is of Persian descent. Her lengthy tenure at Fox Sports and not so shy, thinly veiled references to multiple anonymous witnesses suggest that she may have the receipts to back up her version of events, said Daniel Wallach, a sports law attorney and co-host of the podcast Conduct Detrimental. Just as importantly, she contemporaneously raised the issues with coworkers, which in the jurors' eyes could boost the credibility of her claim. It ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. I feel like DJ Academics right now reading this case. It ain't even over yet. Let me keep reading. It then says, Miss Faraji brings forth this action because for over a decade at Fox, she was forced to endure a misogynistic, racist, and ableist workplace where executives and talents were allowed to physically and verbally abuse workers with impunity, the suit alleges. When Ms. Faraji and others came forward to report the wrongdoing, instead of addressing their concerns, Fox retaliated against them while the perpetrators and those who protected them were inexplicably promoted. This case thus represents yet another long line of cases chronicling the toxic culture at Fox, marked by bad faith promises and repeated failures to address the poisonous and entrenched patriarchy. Ms. Faraji's lawyers and Fox Sports spokesperson did not immediately respond to front office sports. The lawsuit follows a year of major talent changes at FS1, Fox National Sports Cable Network. In August, Bayless left after 8 years. Okay, so, and then it goes on to talk about some other things there. Yo, where do we even begin right now? Where do we even begin with this story? For the new people that just walked in, I'm not going to read this whole case, but the story is Skip Bayless and other people that worked at FS1 are being sued over a sexual assault, over sued on 14 counts, including sexual battery. And some of the names being mentioned are Skip Bayless and Joy Taylor and a bunch of different Fox employees or executives. In addition to this lawsuit, it is also saying that Skip Bayless offered the lady, Faraji, $1.5 million to go to bed with, to sleep with him. And he also made references about her religion, saying, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your father have multiple wives? Blah, 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 blah." That is the allegation, folks. Oh, by the way, for the new people coming in, if you guys want to be a part of our Dreamers Pro community where we cover topics that we don't cover on the channel, and I'm going to be talking more about this a little bit later this week, make sure you join the Patreon. We got it pinned to the top. Make sure you join that because it's popping over there. We got people signing up every day, and we're going to be covering content over there that we don't cover on the channel. Make sure y'all check that out. So, what are my thoughts about this? First of all, I don't know what to think. But for the simple fact that this woman has so many details and she is listing various names and she's accusing the human resources department, it looks like, based off of this suit, that these guys may be in trouble. Now, I don't know if Skip Bayless offered her $1.5 million. I don't know any of that. What I do know about Skip Bayless is that he is always public with his wife. Hell, I think I saw his wife on his show not too long ago. Skip never hides the fact that he has a wife and he always promotes her. But then again, I don't know what's happening in the background. I don't know that. The suit also then on to the article then goes on to say that Skip Bayless accused the woman of having sex with Shannon Sharp. I want to go back to the part where I read that because that was crazy. It says, instead, Bayless became more aggressive over the years, according to the suit. He allegedly offered Faraji $1.5 million to have sex with him, and he claimed he could change her life. The suit also claims Bayless accused Faraji of sleeping with Shannon Sharp, his co-star on Undisputed. And it goes into details. It says, approximately 1 week later, Mr. Bayless made another advance at Miss Faraji. Miss Faraji responded, "Skip, stop. You have a wife." Mr. Bayless responded, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 or 4 wives?" Miss Faraji responded that her father was dead. And when Mr. Bayless looked taken aback, she made an excuse to leave. And then she also said during her time at Fox, Faraji alleges she made multiple complaints to human resources and employee relations departments. In the final paragraph, it just basically says that in 2019, ESPN also reached us. Oh, there's another one. In 2007, makeup artist Rita Rajon sued ESPN, alleging she was sexually harassed by host Jay Crawford, who y'all remember, and panelist Woody Page on the former Cold Pizza Morning Show. In 2019, ESPN also reached a settlement, I didn't know this, with a former on-air personality, Adrienne Lawrence, who allegedly she was the victim of unwanted sexual advances from male employees. She also claimed her male ESPN colleagues openly watched pornography and kept scorecards of female employees targeted for sex. Bro, I don't know. I do not know what to think right now. I don't know what to think. Somebody said, Joy Taylor, are you serious? Let me read the part about Joy Taylor. For the new people missing that just came in. So for the new people came in, we're reading from this Front Office Sports article. Let me pin it in the comment section because some people be thinking I'm lying. Let me pin that there to save my good name. Let me pin that right there. Okay, so that's pinned right there. Let me read what it says quickly. I'll go faster. It says a former Fox Sports hairstylist is alleging in a lawsuit that a network executive used his position to sexually harass women, as well as that Skip Bayless touched her inappropriately and propositioned her for sex. Nushin Faraji, who worked at Fox Sports from 2012 through last August. So this woman has been at Fox Sports for over 10 years. 10 years. Made a series of allegations in a 42-page lawsuit. 42-page lawsuit obtained by front office sports. Fox Sports, FS1, FS2, Fox Sports, EVP Charlie Dixon, Bayless, and FS1 host Joy Taylor are listed as defendants in the lawsuit filed on Friday. Now, some people may be watching this and saying, how the hell does Joy Taylor get dragged into all of this? Right? Some of y'all are wondering, how does Joy Taylor become a part of this? Well, Joy Taylor, if my memory serves me right, was one of the first hosts, no, not hosts, one of the first moderators on Undisputed. She was one of the first. I don't know if she was the first, but she was amongst some of that were initially there. So she used to host the show, and I think the show started in 2015. So that's where she comes in. And this woman is saying she's been at Fox Sports since 2012. Okay, so let me read a little bit further for the new people that are coming in. In the suit that's filed in Los Angeles, Faraji alleges that Dixon, the head of content for FS1, grabbed her butt at a birthday party in West Hollywood. When she relayed the encounter to Taylor, Joy Taylor, the Fox host allegedly told her, "Get over it," according to the suit. The lawsuit seeks class action status on behalf of Faraji and other non-exempt Fox employees working in California over the past 4 years. Faraji seeks unspecified monetary damages and a jury trial. So she wants to be compensated. Okay, she wants to be compensated. She's also alleging that Skip Bayless offered her $1.5 million to sleep with him. Now, I don't know how much money Skip Bayless makes, but $1.5 million is not a joke. $1.5 million is not a joke. $1.5 million? $1.5 million. $1.5 million. It don't matter if Skip Bayless got 20 million plus. It don't matter. It don't matter if I make $1.5 million. $1.5 million. 1.5. $1.5 million. Even me sitting here as a married man, if I was making 20 million a year and I gave my wife 1.5 million, I'ma still feel it. I'ma still think about it. Thank God she downstairs so she can't hear what I just said. But I'ma still think $1.5 million is $1.5 million. Like, that ain't no joke. Oh, it ain't tricking if you're tricking on your wife. Like, come on, like, that ain't tricking. But if even my wife, I would feel 1.5 million. I'll feel like you took a piece of my flesh off my bones. So what if I got 20? You took 1.5. And if I gave her 1.5, I'm gonna be monitoring every single thing she's gonna spend on that 1. I want to know what you're spending 1.5 million on. What? But anyway, that's a different story. That's a different story. I will get it. We'll talk about that later. Somebody said smart men. 1.5. I don't know about all that. I find that very hard to believe. Let me read this comment. He said, "This is exactly why women should be allowed to work in male-dominated spaces. You're going to see this happen in the NBA when these female referees and with these female referees and assistant coaches." Appreciate the super chat there. Yeah, it's crazy what's going on. It's crazy. I mean, of course, we got the Diddy situation. We got the Jay-Z situation. That was a crazy 2024. And now we're starting off 2025 with some damn Skip Bayless and these guys. And then Joy Taylor is also included. And then apparently Skip Bayless then accused her of sleeping with Shannon Sharp. Oh, my Lord, bro. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. By the way, for the new people that are coming in, make sure you join the Patreon. We got it pinned to the top. We cover content that we don't cover on our YouTube channel. A lot of y'all been asking me, don't you talk about this? And when you talk, but we've been talking about a whole bunch of things. We just did a show talking about what LeBron fans wishing him his birthday wishes. We talked about Paul George, talking about analytics. We talking about what is it? Jimmy Butler and what's going on in Miami. So we talk about a lot of things. It's popping over there. We got people joining every day. So make sure y'all check that out later on in the slide. We got that pinned at the top there. Skip Bayless recently seen in a pharmacy buying extents. What else we got? Isn't Skip 120? Yeah, I don't know. I think the most crazy part about this entire story, it's not even the allegations of assault. That's not what's crazy to me, because or sexual harassment. That's not crazy because it happens all the time in the workplace. It does. The craziest part of this whole story to me is Skip Bayless offering $1.5 million. I just can't get over that. I cannot believe that number. $1.5 million. $1.5 million. $1.5 million. I can't get over that. I cannot get over that. I can't get over that number. $1.5 million. Holy moly. We got Jason Whitlock in the live. Things are getting wild, and 2025 has barely started. That's what I'm saying. And I'm sure Jason Whitlock going to do a live about that and explain it further because he worked there. But 1.5 million, I don't know. That is crazy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how you would even give somebody 1.5 million. Do you do a transfer? Don't you got to go to the bank? Don't you got to explain that? You're going to wire 1.5 million. I don't know how that's going to happen. I don't understand that part. That's the part I don't understand. $1.5 million. I don't know. And they're also going after Joy Taylor. And I guess she's saying that Joy Taylor told her, get over it. This is how it works in the business. So why are you making a big deal of it? I guess that's what she's alleging there. But what's interesting about this story, it says this. It says, and I want to read this part here. It says, her lengthy tenure at Fox Sports, not so thinly veiled references to multiple anonymous witnesses suggest that she may have the receipts to back up her version of events, said Daniel Wallach, a sports law attorney, get this, and co-host of the podcast Conduct Detrimental. Just as importantly, she contemporaneously raised these issues with coworkers, which in the jurors' eyes could boost the credibility of these claims. So this guy here, Daniel Wallach, who's an attorney and co-host of the podcast Conduct. So if let me see who this guy is. Let me just see who this guy is. Conduct Detrimental. I don't know who he is. Let me see who he is. Because if let me see. Let me see if I can find the guy. The Sports Law Podcast. Who is this? Daniel Wallach. Let me see who this is. Daniel Wallach. I don't know who he is. So it's a podcast, but I'm trying to see who he is. Does he work at? Does he work? Daniel Wallach. Okay, I think I've seen his. He went to University of Miami. Okay, so he's into sports betting, gaming lawyer, co-founder of Sports Wagering Tech, contributor Forbes, co-founder of so this looks like a legit person. This looks like a legit person. And funny enough, if you go to his Twitter page, he actually just reposted this story from Front Office Sports. Let me share his Twitter account for you guys here. Let me see if I can share it. Okay, so I don't know if that worked, but y'all can check. So he's sharing it. Okay, so this must be something real because this guy is actually putting his name, he's attaching his name to it. Now, I don't know if this is real. I don't know if it's true, but he also reposted the allegations made against Skip Bayless in a lawsuit. Good Lord. And he's basically been retweeting this stuff. I don't know if it's true, but this guy seems to be a real person that's attaching himself to this story. I don't know. But the person saying that FS1 is headed in the wrong direction. Things are getting messy there. Okay, so that's Jason. We got Jason Whitlock. Welcome him to the live here. He's saying that FS1 is getting wrong. He's saying that things are getting messy over there. Now, a quick a point that Jason Whitlock brought up. This was during the Shannon Sharpe situation when he got let go at Fox. Why am I bringing this up? Originally, we thought that Shannon Sharpe left FS1 because of the blow up that he had with Skip Bayless on TV. We thought that was the case. At least that's what I thought. But apparently, Jason Whitlock then said that no, there were things happening behind the scenes, and the thing that led to him leaving was the blow up that took place between himself and the Memphis Grizzlies players. Y'all remember that? And apparently he said that was the final straw for FS1, that they decided to move on from Shannon. Why is that important? The reason I'm saying that is he's saying that things are getting messy over there. So it must mean he must know something we don't know. I don't know anybody in the industry like that. I don't know nobody. I only know a few people. Like, I don't know that many people, right? I don't be knowing nobody. But apparently for this story, man, we got to wait and see. We got to wait and see. But I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. It looks like 2025 is going to be crazy. We thought, like a lot of people were wishing for 2024 to be over, and we thought 2025 was going to be calm, but this is crazy. Now, Jason Whitlock, if you're still watching this show, I would personally be looking forward to you doing a live talking about this because you work there. So you may be able to give us some insight that people like me can't give because I never worked there. But I'll be really interested to hear that and react to some of what you got to say there. So, folks, this is the story. I'm actually going to cover a little bit more of this on our Patreon a little bit later, probably this week. So make sure y'all join that. We got that pinned to the top. We got people join every day. Somebody said 1.5 million, 1.5 million, 1.5. The 1.5 million is what I can't believe. I'm not saying that Skip Bayless didn't offer that. I'm not saying he didn't offer that. Skip makes a lot of money every single year. He makes a lot of money. But $1.5 million, and according to what this lawsuit is saying, she made it seem like Skip Bayless was desperate. She made it seem like Skip came off as being desperate. Desperate. Now, I will say this about Skip. I follow Skip for a long time. And Skip has spent a lot of time explaining how committed he is to his work and how he breaks down his day, how he wakes up at, I think, 3 a.m., runs how many miles, then does this, then preps. So Skip seems to be a very regimented person. Why am I bringing this up? For as regimented as Skip sounds, he said he gets off work, then he goes here, then he goes home. And Skip seems to be everywhere with his wife and doing. I don't know how Skip would be able to pull this off. I don't know. Maybe I don't know Skip Bayless, but based on how he seems to live his life and how involved his wife is, and they seem to stay in the same state and all of that, I find that, I don't know. If it was something like Stephen A. Smith, like, I'm not talking about and bringing him up in that sense, but somebody that travels a lot, flies from here, flies over there, then you can kind of picture it. But then again, you don't know. I don't know. I guess we have to wait and see. Somebody says, Skip said it's my turn. Oh my God, yo, y'all are great. Somebody said, Skip said it's my turn. Yeah, so folks, this is the story. I'm gonna pin it one more time to the comments. Y'all can check it out. I pretty much said what I got to say about it. Skip Bayless, Joy Taylor, and so many other people are getting accused of assault. Okay, and it's a crazy one. And this is from a person that worked at FS1 for what seems like, at least 10 years. Because she's saying she worked there since 2012. She's also alleging that one of the FS1, the head of FS1's content, she's even naming people specifically. She goes, the head of content for FS1 grabbed her butt at a birthday party in West Hollywood. She's even describing locations. She then says she relayed the encounter to Joy Taylor. The Fox host allegedly told her, get over it. Get over it. It also says the suit alleges that she began giving Bayless the suit that he began giving Faraji lingering hugs and kisses on the cheek while putting his body against hers and pressing against her breasts. Oh my God. The single mother alleges she repeatedly told Bayless she was not interested in him and did not want to date at work. She also claims she told Bayless she was suffering from ovarian cancer after developing issues with her left ovary in an effort to halt his advance. So she told him that she's dealing with some illness just to get him the F off of her. I'm like, is that crazy? And then Skip Bayless went on to offer her $1.5 million. And she said he claimed he could change her life. And then the suit also says she claimed Bayless accused Faraji of sleeping with Shannon Sharp. How the hell Shannon Sharp got dragged into this, I don't even know. Oh, okay, this is the suit. This is the lawsuit. Okay, so this is the complaint here. Let me see. I can share it with you guys. This is the actual complaint. I just shared the complaint with you guys for the legal eagles here that are watching. Y'all can read through that. I don't really read these kind of documents. Let me see. I've never really spent time complaint. Let me see. She names Wild currently. Okay, hold up. Oh, snap. Let me read this. Oh, let me read this. I thought I was done. It says the parties. Miss Faraji was a resident of Los Angeles, California, for all times relevant during the events of the case. Listen to this, y'all. She was employed at Fox as a hairstylist on a part-time basis from approximately 2012 to 2016. So she was at the company for 14 years. And on a full-time basis from approximately 2016 to 2024. It then goes on to bullet point 6. Defendant, Fox Sports Corporation is a Delaware corporation doing business in Los Angeles. Defendant, Fox Corporation is a publicly traded corporation, blah, blah, blah. And then it goes on to say, talks about his reported revenue. And then it says, defendant Charlie Dixon is the executive vice president of content. So the vice president she's referring to is Charlie Dixon. Charlie Dixon is the person she's referring to. Now, who is Charlie Dixon? Let me see if this is true. Charlie Dixon, FS1. Let me see if I can find this. So he does have a Fox Sports page. Okay, so Charlie Dixon is a former NBC ESPN executive. So this Charlie Dixon person, he's a real person. Okay, so she's named him. I want to keep reading through this. It then says, Fox's flagship multi-sports national network overseeing all content and production. Mr. Dixon was in July 2026 the first significant hiring of Fox Sports president Jamie Horowitz. It then continues on. Defendant Skip Bayless is a sport. Now it goes. I want to read this. It talks about the let me see. The parties involved. They talk about Skip Bayless. Let me see. Well, defendant Joy Taylor. That's in the third person. Joy Taylor. They talked about her. At all relevant times, Miss Taylor was an agent of Fox and had authority to make decisions impacting. Woohoo! So according to this lawsuit here, it says defendant Joy Taylor is a media personality and television host for Fox. She co-hosts the show Speak on FS1. At all relevant times, Ms. Taylor was an agent of Fox and had authority to make decisions impacting Ms. Faraji's employment. Upon information and belief, Ms. Taylor is the So this is how Joy Taylor gets dragged. Because I'm like, why are they just throwing in Joy Taylor? So according to this lawsuit, or this suit, or whatever you want to call it, this document, Joy Taylor, because remember, it mentions her. Joy Taylor is is an agent of Fox and had authority to make decisions impacting Miss Faraji's employment. So that would make sense why she would approach Joy Taylor, because I'm like, why would you bring in Joy Taylor into this? Okay. Then it continues on. While not currently named as defendants herein, Mark Silverman, president and CEO of Fox Sports, and Eric Shanks, CEO and executive producer of Fox Sports, may become named defendants based upon discovery yet to be added, adduced in the action concerning their involvement with respect to Ms. Faraji's claims. Let me see who else. Ms. Faraji is ignorant of the true names, capacities, and relationships and extent of participation in the conduct herein alleged, of defendants sued herein of. So they're suing them. Factual background, they talk about her. Yeah, y'all should definitely go read this and they get through her complaints. Okay, let me see the complaint here. I'm going to read a little bit of this. Ms. Dixon gives Joy Taylor Undisputed a reward for having sex with him. What the hell is this? In approximately March 2016, Ms. Faraji met Miss Taylor, an aspiring sports personality that had recently moved from Miami to Los Angeles for the opportunity of airtime at Fox. At the time, Ms. Taylor did not have a regular position, but would fill in on a day-to-day basis when talent was sick or otherwise missed. Ms. Taylor told Ms. Faraji she was recently wed by her husband, remained in Miami, and she was lonely in Los Angeles. Ms. Taylor then befriended Ms. Faraji. In approximately May of 2016, Ms. Taylor asked Ms. Faraji to meet for a drink in Santa Monica. When Ms. Faraji arrived, she found Ms. Taylor with an older man, Fox Sports executive vice president, Mr. Dixon. Okay, Charlie Dixon, we mentioned him, an executive vice president. Mr. Dixon is responsible for overseeing all content. It continues on. When Mr. Dixon went to buy them another round of spicy margaritas, Ms. Faraji asked who he was. Ms. Taylor responded that he was just a friend. Following that night, whenever Ms. Faraji would meet with Ms. Taylor for drinks and food, Mr. Dixon would either arrive with Ms. Taylor or show up later in the night and leave with Ms. Taylor. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro, what are we doing right? Why am I even reading this case right now? And basically, so if y'all want to read this, I'm gonna pin this in the comments. Y'all can read it a little bit later, but this is crazy. This is a crazy story. This is a crazy story. And then, so yeah, y'all should definitely read this. I'm gonna read this a little bit. I'm gonna read this a little bit more. If y'all want to hear some of my thoughts on this, enjoy a pip for Skip. Yo, I don't even know what to say. But basically, the article then says, let me read a little bit more. Okay, he would also buy the. It then goes on to say, from their body language, Ms. Faraji suspected the pair were sleeping with one another. And although this concerned Ms. Faraji, she knew Ms. Taylor was recently married. Ms. Faraji kept her opinion to herself. In approximately June 2016, while at work, Ms. Faraji noticed Mr. Dixon in the elevator. Surprised by the coincidence, Ms. Faraji found Ms. Taylor and told her excitedly, the guy who always buys our drinks was in the elevator. Ms. Taylor quickly silenced Ms. Faraji, explaining who he was. Ms. Faraji became alarmed and warned Ms. Taylor that such a relationship was unsafe. Ms. Taylor told her not to worry about it. Ms. Faraji continued to be friends with Ms. Taylor, but tried to distance herself as she considered the situation dangerous as well as morally wrong, as Ms. Taylor and Mr. Dixon were both married. Let me get to the Skip Bayless part. In approximately July 2016, word spread amongst Fox employees about a news show that was going to be a big deal as it would star Mr. Bayless and Shannon Sharpe. It was known that Fox was looking for a woman with significant TV experience to also star. Therefore, it came as a surprise when Fox announced that Miss Taylor, who was a bartender and a radio host in Miami, with very little TV expo. Oh my God, bro. Do y'all realize what this article is alleging? What this case is saying right here? Do y'all realize what this case is saying? What this case is saying is that, oh my God, this is what the case is saying, not me. The case is saying that this woman, when she started working at Fox, she became friends with Joy Taylor. Good. Joy Taylor had recently gotten married, and her husband was staying in Miami and she was living in California. Good. We followed that. And by the way, this is what this case said. This is not what I'm saying. This is what this said. I'm just reading what this said. It's all alleged. I'm reading what it said. Allegedly. She's saying that they became friends. They would hang out for drinks, and this guy, Mr. Dixon, would show up. Now, the Miss Faraji didn't know who Mr. Dixon was, who his full name is Charlie Dixon, and he is the head of all content at FS1. I want you guys to follow this very carefully. So Miss Faraji is just there hanging along with Joy Taylor. She doesn't know what's going on, right? But she would see them come together. Sometimes she would come first, and they would both leave together. And then she began to understand that there may be something sexual going on between the two of them, allegedly. She then later finds out that the guy, Charlie Dixon, is married. Joy Taylor is married. We get that. She then also said that Joy Taylor was a bartender and had absolutely zero experience. But then she got word that they were planning to do a big show called with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, and the show was going to be big. They put it in quotation. So the Miss Faraji's now saying she was surprised to see that this big show that they were looking for somebody that had a lot of experience and talent in this field when they hired Joy Taylor. And she's now drawing the connection between Charles Dixon or Charlie Dixon and Joy Taylor and saying she got that role because of her relationship with Charlie. That's what this is saying. I'm not saying it. This is all alleged. Somebody said, Mr. Damien, shout out. Appreciate the super chat. So let me keep reading. This is crazy. It then continues on. It says, it was known that Fox was looking for a woman with significant TV experience to also star. Therefore, it came as a surprise when Fox announced that Miss Taylor, who was a bartender and radio host in Miami with very little TV experience, would be the moderator of the new show, a sports debate program with Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp, Undisputed. Mr. Bayless later disclosed to Miss Faraji, oh my Lord, that he did not want Miss Joy Taylor on the show, but Mr. Dixon was adamant that Miss Taylor should star. At first, Mr. Dixon arranged a dinner between Mr. Bayless and Miss Taylor, where she arrived in provocative clothing and acted in a provocative manner. When that did not change Mr. Bayless's opinion of Miss Taylor, Mr. Dixon asked him to approve of her as a favor for him. Reluctantly, Mr. Bayless agreed to do so as a favor to his friend. Around August 2006, now they're going month by month, Miss Faraji attended a dinner with Miss Taylor and her husband and Mr. Dixon and his wife. During the dinner, Miss Taylor's husband became suspicious that Miss Taylor and Mr. Dixon were having a sexual relationship. Soon after the dinner, Miss Taylor's husband found evidence of an inappropriate relationship and divorced Miss Taylor. Yo, what are we doing right now? In approximately September 2016, Undisputed started Miss Taylor's request. Miss Taylor requested Miss Faraji do her hair. In approximately November 2016, after not allowing anyone to touch her hair, touch his hair, Mr. Bayless also requested Miss Faraji to do his hair. Okay, so this woman was like a stylist or like a hairstylist that was friends with Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor gets the job, and she makes her stylist. As she's styling Miss Joy Taylor's hair, she then started styling Skip Bayless's hair. So that's how they got dragged into this. Okay. Mr. Dixon gropes Miss Faraji after putting her on Undisputed. On January 14th of 2017, Miss Taylor had her birthday party at Pearl's rooftop in West High. So, they're giving actual dates and places and all of that. Miss Faraji and other Fox employees were attended as part of their job duties to appease talent, and birthday party as an important event. Okay, as usual, Mr. Dixon was heavily drinking, buying drinks for everyone on Fox credit card, and blustering that everything purchased was on Fox dime. As Miss Faraji was standing near the bar facing the crowd, Mr. Dixon approached her. He asked the bartender for a drink, then placed his arm on Miss Faraji's lower back. He asked how she was doing, if she was having fun, and if she wanted a shot of tequila. Miss Faraji felt very uncomfortable by the unsolicited touching and responded, "No, thank you." Mr. Dixon then moved his hand lower and started rubbing her body and grabbing her butt. Yo, these dudes, they got heart. These niggas is brave, B. Y'all, these dudes got some big ass balls. Anyway, Miss Faraji was mortified but quickly thought to fake an incoming call to escape. What kind of these dudes? I'm saying, like, for you to just do that, like, knowing that somebody can sue you in this day and age, you must not care. You must just be anyway. Whatever. It then continues on. Miss Faraji did not know who to turn to, but as she knew Miss Taylor was sleeping with Mr. Dixon, she turned to her. Surprisingly, Miss Taylor responded, "Get over it," and explained that she herself only had her job because of Mr. Dixon, and that Miss Faraji only had her job because of Miss Taylor's requested her. She warned that Mr. Dixon could take both away. Bro, man. I don't even know what to say right now. It's almost past my bedtime and I'm here reading this story. Should I continue? Let me know if y'all want me to continue or not. Let me know. Put a yes for me to continue and a no for me to stop. This shit is crazy. Let me know. Y'all want me to continue? Yes, or y'all want me to stop? Say no, because this is crazy. This is crazy. All right, let me continue, man. Let me continue. Goodness Lord. Okay. It then says, Miss Faraji was terrified and turned to her coworker, who's anonymous, to discuss the situation. The anonymous person responded that Mr. Dixon was disgusting, that the entire situation was sick, but that it wasn't shocking given Fox's culture, and that Miss Faraji should remain quiet if she wanted to keep her job. As a single mother who needed the job to support her son, Miss Faraji had no choice but to remain silent. 7 years later, in 2023, Mr. Protieri told Miss Faraji that he did not like her on anything like her or anything about Undisputed. Miss Protieri expanded that she had already scheduled someone for her hair on Undisputed when Mr. Dixon called her and told her that she must put Miss Faraji on Undisputed full time. Miss Poretti told Miss Faraji, "I don't like that. That's not how things should be done." Miss Faraji was stunned and devastated as she prides herself on her work and earning her accolades. Later that day, while thinking about her career, she was angry that Miss Protieri succumbed to Mr. Dixon's request, as it gave Mr. Dixon the feeling he could grope her for giving her a job. And then it goes, Mr. Dixon gets rid of female talent member for refusing to have sex with him. Jesus Lord. Let me continue on. Mr. Bayless gives him for... Okay, let me get to the part of Skip Bayless. It says, after reporting by the talk show host fell on deaf ears, Mr. Bayless began requesting that Miss Faraji give him a haircut once a week in the makeup room. Miss Faraji did, and she was told, as Miss Porteri required Miss Faraji to give haircuts to talent. Initially, during the haircuts, Mr. Bayless would discuss his life, his work at Fox, and other innocuous matters. However, soon after the weekly haircuts, Mr. Bayless began finding excuses to touch Miss Faraji. He would give her lingering hugs after each haircut, putting his body on her body, pressing against her breasts. He then began to kiss her cheeks. Ms. Faraji was uncomfortable by the physical contact and would make excuses to leave right after the haircuts. And in approximately summer 2017, while Ms. Faraji was giving Mr. Bayless a haircut, he told her that she was voluptuous. Yo, what in the Lord? That she was voluptuous. As English is her second language and she was not familiar with the word, Ms. Faraji asked oh my God, asked what that meant. Mr. Bayless seemed amused and told her to figure it out, quote unquote. Ms. Faraji later asked a co-worker what that word meant and was mortified. Mr. Bayless then mortified. Mr. Bayless then started being more aggressive and direct in his advances. Ms. Faraji continuously declined, stating that she did not want to date at work and she was a single mom. And then it goes on. She takes medical leave. Wait, what? Ms. Faraji remains on undisputed and acts to join the herd. Sexual harassment by Ms. Faraji. And it just goes. And then Ms. Joy Taylor Gaines again uses her sexuality to get on the show. Oh, my Lord. Okay. In approximately 2020, Ms. Taylor asked Ms. Faraji to meet her for lunch in Beverly Hills. When Ms. Faraji arrived, she found Ms. Joy Taylor with a man, Emmanuel Acho. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. We now talking about Emmanuel Acho. They done brought Emmanuel Acho into this story. They done brought in Emmanuel Acho. Let me keep reading. Miss Faraji did not know Mr. Acho. Miss Faraji don't know nobody, man. She don't know nobody. You go, Miss Faraji didn't know Mr. Acho, but could tell that the two were romantically involved. Yo, I'm tired. I'm tired with this. Now is Emmanuel Acho. Yo, I'm tired with this. What is this story? Okay. Let's continue on. She did not know, but could tell that they were romantically involved. A few months after meeting Mr. Acho at lunch, Miss Faraji noticed him in the hallway while at work. Miss Faraji later asked Miss Taylor if Mr. Acho also worked at Fox. Miss F. Taylor confirmed and explained that she wanted Mr. Acho to eventually recommend her on the show Speak for Yourself. Miss Faraji became alarmed and warned Miss Taylor that she should probably not sleep with Mr. Dixon and Mr. Acho. Jesus Lord. At the same time, as Mr. Dixon is a very powerful man that may become very angry. Miss Taylor told her not to worry about it. She explained that she was also now powerful. And once Mr. Dixon was no longer useful to her, she would follow through on her plan to tell the company that he forced himself on her. She would not allow herself to be forced out by Mr. Dixon like other women talent. In approximately September 2022, Ms. Taylor started working at Speak and requested Faraji to do her hair. And this is a crazy story. And let me get to the part about Skip Bayless. It says, over the years, Mr. Bayless continued to make advances on Ms. Faraji. Ms. Faraji would also make excuses regarding a sample. In July of 2021, Ms. Faraji developed issues with her left ovary and was advised it could be cancer. Oh, okay. With the fourth biopsy scheduled, she explained her situation to Bayless. Oh, I see. Hoping that he would take pity on her and seize his advances. Instead, Mr. Bayless told her that he wanted to be with her. Ms. Faraji panicked and began rambling that there were cameras everywhere, that she has a child, and she does not want him. Bayless then grabbed her, grabbed her hands, began kissing them, and offered $1.5 million to have sex. Ms. Faraji made an excuse to leave. And he made some comments about his wife. Miss Faraji's job is then threatened because she does not sleep with Skip Bayless. Yo, this is crazy. Folks, this is crazy. I don't even know what page I'm on. So this is how we gonna do it. We're gonna have to cover this a little bit later. This is the story, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all want to read the rest of it, let me pin it in the comment section for you guys right here. I'm going to be covering this a little bit more on our Patreon this week. If you guys want to hear about it, please make sure you sign up to the Patreon there. We only cover it on our NBA Weekly recaps, but this is crazy. This is crazy. Hold up. I want to see the part about Shannon Sharp before I let y'all go. Where's the part about Shannon Sharp? Because I want to know how Shannon Sharp got involved in all of this. Let me see. Okay, I got to read that. I'll read that part a little bit later. Wow. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. This is crazy. I thought reading that front office sports article, shout out to Too Raw for TV. If y'all want to join the Patreon, we got it pinned to the top. Shout out to Too Raw for TV. We got that pin. It's pinned to the top. It's pinned to the top. Make sure y'all subscribe to Too Raw for TV. My dude, shout out to him. This is crazy. I don't even know what to say, man. I really don't. When I was reading the front office sports, again, for you guys that didn't read the front office sports article, I'm going to pin it for y'all right here. It's right there. So y'all can read it there. When I was reading it, I didn't know all the details. But this story is long. I don't even know how many pages. It's long. It's long. Y'all should definitely read it. We definitely going to talk about it. She's filing a lot of different things against them. And I don't know if she's going to win, but apparently Fox Sports does have a history. Fox has a history of this. I don't know that. I don't know the history of Fox, but it's a crazy story, y'all. Crazy story. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. The stuff about Joy Taylor, I don't know if any of this is true. This is all alleged. I don't know if it's true, but it's pretty crazy stuff. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Appreciate y'all for being a part of live. Also, make sure y'all join the Patreon, and we catch you on the next show, man. Crazy one, crazy one. Y'all have a good Sunday. Y'all have a good Sunday. Peace.